Central Heights pep band playing the national anthem, and obviously just kind of looking out over this field. Jason and I did kind of walk up close to it, and for a natural grass field, still looking pretty darn good here for the middle of October. And speaking about the middle of October, getting ready to kick off here in about 3 minutes and 30 seconds, and it's crazy that we're talking that it's still 75 degrees, maybe cool off to the upper 60s, not a breath of wind. And for those of you that haven't had an opportunity to ever make it to Central Heights, it's literally out in the middle of nowhere, no towns close, about 15, 20 minutes south of Ottawa. But most of the time, if you ever come out to an area like this on top of a hill with nothing but fields and pastures and broke ground, it literally, a breath of wind feels like 100, but it's absolutely beautiful night for football. Getting ready to do the coin toss here, give you some of your captains tonight for Council Grove. Number 56, Caden Schmidt. Number 10, Blaze French. Number 2, Luke Stewart. And also number 6, Reed Buttry. For the Central Heights Vikings, number 14, Colt King, and number 65, Ethan Rhodes, and number, is that 20? That is 20. That is 20. There's our guy, Max Christjohn, the senior. So, being that number 20 is wearing number 20 instead of 55, pretty strong possibility the kid's going to carry the football tonight.
He could tote the rock wearing 20. We were looking for 55 everywhere down there. Couldn't find him. We've got a little bit of inside information up here. Central Heights does have a few injuries. You can kind of see
will
on
be
the screen
receiving the
there
kickoff.
that they're gonna field about 2021.
Yeah, I've got about 21.
About 21 tonight, and have had some tough luck with a few injuries, but they kind of put it on West Franklin. And 1 and 4, you know, you come into somebody else's house, they'll be looking to get some things done and make some changes tonight. So Braves will have their work cut out for them. Coming off that brutal game last week, so Braves will receive the ball.
So the Braves are going to be receiving the opening kickoff and will be defending the north goal. So as you're watching at home, they will be going from right to left or north to south as you listen and watch the broadcast tonight. Again, if you're just tuning in, basically right at 7 o'clock, in other action tonight, Osage City will host St. Mary's tonight, and Silver Lake will travel to Riley County. And if we have any scores or anything else, we'll keep you updated on those as we are
Kicking
able
off for the Vikings, number 20.
Set back deep
Christjohn.
for the Council Grove Braves is on the far side, number 10, Blaze French. Here on the near side, number 14, Saeed Smith-Jenkins. And watching the Central Heights crew kick in pregame, look like they got a couple kids that do have some pretty decent legs here tonight. All right, we've got a little bit of a hesitation here. Not quite having things ready to go here. All right, now we're good. I think we're ready for football here in Central Heights. Good boot. It's going to check up there. Going to be picked up by Saeed Smith-Jenkins at the 20, and it looked like he might have stepped out of bounds.
Number 14, Saeed Smith-Jenkins.
At the 21-yard line, so went to kind of set his feet. Jason looked like he set his feet and stepped right out of bounds.
Yeah, he did. He stepped out of bounds early, took 2 more steps, and got popped by Chase Bones up the sideline. Central Heights looking to hit somebody on the special teams unit, but Braves will set up offense. It looks like about the 21.5-yard line. Number 2, Luke Stewart out there in the huddle, getting ready to bring him to the line of scrimmage.
Saeed Smith-Jenkins split here to the near side. Grady Kepley split to the far side. It's going to be a handoff left side. Blaze French bouncing around to the 25 to 30. Still on his feet. Spins off another tackle. What a run by Blaze French. Out across the 40 to the 44-yard line. What a run by Blaze French. Did you see any penalty flags?
I don't I do see a
There's a
pink
flag on the
penalty
play.
flag
Oh, that's right, they're wearing pink. So
back near the 20. It's laying at the 23, so it was.
probably a holding that freed him up to bounce it
Yeah,
outside.
he had a lot of room to move on that edge. It's in the area of holding. We'll see.
So we're still having some discussion between the officials. He hasn't faced the scores table yet, and here we go.
Now he's going.
Face mask.
He's going the other way.
Oh, hey, face mask. So give credit to Blaze French for a 21-yard gain on first down to start the game. So
You know,
That's
you know who was out there trying to block for him where he was tackled? Gunnar Gleason with the high ankle sprain was all the way at the football.
here we go, empty backfield, another handoff to Blaze French, and the offensive line is moving that front line, and then we got another penalty flag. Giving him 7 yards on that gain. We'll have to wait and see what the penalty flag is.
Number 54, Landon Lichtai on that stop.
So
Another penalty flag on the play.
7 yard, and we're going to have a holding penalty. So
Holding against the Braves.
And that was one thing we were looking to clean up on this offense, is get away from some of the flags throughout the game. Had a heck of a time with holding over the first 5 weeks of the season here. So Braves get set back, and that's not a good indication when you're starting out 1st and 20.
nope. So here we go. Braves will have it at their own 37-yard line. Empty backfield for Stewart. 5-step drop. Looking. He's going to dump it off here to Reed Buttery. Cross the 40, cross the 50. Midfield and all the way down to the 37-yard line. What a pitch and catch from junior to junior. Stewart to Reed Buttery.
First down.
What a pitch and catch.
Yep, those quick little routes, those slants, drag routes, man, that Reed Buttery came across clean. He was Luke Stewart able to hit him in stride and picks up the first down on 1st and 20, so they get another first down. Ball spotted right inside the 40.
Stewart, play action pass, 5-step drop, looking. He rolls out. He's got a ton of time if he wants to tuck it and run. Good move there by Stewart. Loses the ball for a second, and then he is absolutely drugging through back. But good, from what I saw, pretty decent protection there. Just good coverage downfield.
Yeah, there was good coverage downfield, and it didn't appear any. I thought Reed was going to break open. The throw might have been a little long. He was getting out to that 45, 50 yards out. He would have had to be able to set his feet and really chuck it. So good coverage downfield by Central Heights, and that'll bring up 2nd down and 11. I believe he gets a sack on that, doesn't
Yep,
he?
and then we've got a flag because I'm wondering if hopefully nobody said a magic word.
Unsportsmanlike conduct. There might have been a magic word. Looks like.
Against the Braves.
So we had talked about it on the outset, and Jason spoke about it here about 2 minutes ago. Penalty flags and penalty yardage have absolutely just destroyed us. So you had a huge run play, but that flag was on Central Heights with a face mask, but then you had a holding penalty, big pass play, and now you have an unsportsmanlike. So these are some things that is going to bring up 2nd and 26. We're just going to move on, and hopefully the Braves figure out a way to clean this thing up. Here's a snap, going to be a zone read keeper up there by Reed Buttery. Reed Buttery is able to get back a ton of the yardage back. He's able to get back close to the original line of scrimmage. Is probably going to give him 13 on that carry.
Yep, bring up.
The Braves move the ball to the 40-yard line.
Bring up 2nd.
3rd down.
Actually, 3rd down and 12.
So if you're able to get, 4 down territory, Jason, I don't think it'd be any.
You're on the other side of the 50.
Yep, any reason why you couldn't think about even maybe running this ball. The couple times that we have run the football here, it's been fairly effective when we didn't draw a penalty flag here. But nevertheless, empty backfield for Stewart. 5-step drop, plenty of time. Going to look downfield, and it is going to be incomplete, and that is going to be intended for Grady Kepley. And it looked like Grady Kepley was open, but we've got another penalty flag on the field. Didn't look like Grady and Luke were on the same page there on
Yeah,
that route.
Grady never like turned back to look at the ball, or I don't think he saw it till the last second. So not sure. I thought we were going to have 2 plays in a row without a flag, but no such luck.
No.
Now more laundry on the field, and I think he's trying.
I think it's against Council Grove because they're
Yeah.
asking Central Heights if they want to push us back to Ottawa on this penalty or accept it and make it 4th down and 14. So we shall see.
I would imagine he'll go
Legal block in the back
down.
on Council Grove. They're going to decline it, so that's going to bring it 4th down, and we're going to call it 13 for the Braves. Just under 10 to play here, so we'll have to see what Council Grove, and it looks like Council Grove with the ball on the 41-yard line, Central Heights side of the field. They're going to roll the dice here, Jason, and go for it.
Yeah.
Empty backfield for Luke Stewart. Looks like Central Heights might be bringing pressure. They back out of it. Luke Stewart's going for it all to Logan Stockwell. Logan Stockwell catches it, touchdown, and he might have got away with a little bit of push-off there.
I think maybe he had some gentle separation with the defender there, but Stockwell catches a bomb from quarterback Luke Stewart and gets on the board here early. 9:49 to go first quarter, and Braves strike from about 41 yards out.
So a 41-yard pitch and catch from junior Luke Stewart to the sophomore. Logan Stockwell showing off that speed separation. Great job looking that ball in and trots into the end zone. Braves lead it early here, 6-0. And here comes the automatic kicker here. Carter Bremer snap, hold, kick up, and it is blocked. But a little bit of a change this week because
Yeah.
Bradley Dornbos,
The regular holder, Bradley Dornbos, is out this week, and you could tell that maybe there was just a little bit of timing difference there, and Central Heights able to get pressure, gets it blocked, so it'll remain 6-0. 9:49 to go, first quarter.
we're going to take a little quick break. You're watching Braves football on the Flint Hills Live channel on TCT.
The deuce.
You can't go wrong. Be sure to pick up a delicious pizza before or after the game. They hope to see you in one of their many locations in eastern Kansas. Let's go Braves! The Steve Crichton State Farm Agency is a proud supporter of the Council Grove Braves. For all your insurance needs, call Steve at State Farm, 620-767-5819. Let's go Braves!
All right, welcome back, Braves fans. So Braves end up coming up with plays of 27, 41, 21, and 13. So huge chunk plays. But nevertheless, we were able to find the end zone. We just got to figure out a way to clean
We may
up
have had more penalty yards than offensive.
penalty yards than offensive yards to get down there. But nevertheless, here we go. There's a kickoff. It's going to check up, fumble around a little bit. He's able to pick it up and get it up. Maybe still on his feet. Is able to finally get tackled down, see where they give him forward progress. Looks like maybe forward progress to about the 26-yard line. So here we will be able to see number 17, Chase Bones, the junior quarterback in the Central Heights offense. It looks like they're going to mark him at the 27.
27-yard line. The double nickel, Lincoln Sherwood on the kickoff.
Here, kind of give you a little setup. You got twins here to the near side. Let everybody kind of get organized here. It looks like Smith Jenkins in there in Bradley Dornbos' spot in that middle linebacker position. Gun for Bones. A little shotgun snap. Going to be an inside handoff, and he's going to be hit and stuffed early. We'll get to the ball carrier here in just a second. Tackled by Reed Buttrey and Logan Stockwell, and that's number 20, Max Christian. Looks like he's able to pick up 2 on that play.
And looked like Saeed had an extra gear there. He overran the play a little bit. He was so excited to get in the backfield, but Stockwell snuck up in there, and Braves able to. It looks like it actually is Reed Buttrey playing that middle. Saeed may be kind of moving around a little bit to the edges.
Under center this time for Bones. Going to be a lead play, and he is stuffed and met immediately. Is that Big Hutch?
That's Hutch. He shedded the block and got deep into the backfield. Looks like a loss of probably 3 on the play, back to about the 25 and a half yard line. So Hutch comes up big out over the ball there.
So big third down here for Central Heights, their first drive of the game, faced with a 3rd and 11, fairly deep in their own territory. Get to be able to see the arm of the junior quarterback, and it looks like there's going to be a stoppage of play here, and we'll see which way they pointed. Somebody called timeout, just didn't quite catch who it was. We're going to take a quick break, and when we return, 8:26 to play. Braves lead at 6-0, and Central Heights will be faced with a long 3rd and 11 when we return. Watching Braves football on the Flint Hills Live channel on TCT.
The Deuce.
Beautiful plants and fresh produce. They are your source for locally grown produce and all your gardening essentials. You can't beat their customer service and expertise. Follow them on Facebook. Farmers and Drovers Bank is ready to meet all your banking needs. From mobile banking to in-person friendly customer service, Farmers and Drovers is your premier bank with 3 locations plus 2 ATMs to make your banking experience convenient.
All right, welcome back. Thank you, Mindy. 3rd down and a long 11 for Central Heights. You're going to have trips here to the near side, 1 split to the far side, 1 running back. 2 Bones is right. Looks like a 3-man rush for Council Grove. They decide to bring 1 extra, dump it down, and it's going to be hit off the tips of his hands. And that was intended for Colt King, but great defense there by Blaze French, and we're going to see the punter.
Blaze French was right there. It would have been about 4 or 5 yards short of the first down had he brought it in, but not able to handle it. Blaze right there on the spot. If he would have caught it, it still would have been 4th and relatively long. And, yep, we bring out the punter. Looks like French is back, set back for the Braves about the 42-yard line.
Like Council Grove may be bringing pressure. He's able to get the punt away. Pretty good spiral. Backs French up to about his own 40. Going to go to that far side, 45. Cross the 50. Still on his feet. Still on his feet. Still on his feet. There goes Blaze French. 5-10 touchdown. Punt return for Blaze French. Goes 60 yards to the house along the far side. Braves lead at 12-0. Wow.
Yeah, everybody came up the middle. Blaze was able to get the edge. And when Blaze gets his shoulders north and south, he's hard to catch. He's able to scamper up the sidelines. Braves put 6 more on the board here. 8:05 to go. First quarter. May go for 2 here after the yeah, there is a flag.
Oh, okay. They just did call a flag on Council Grove as a sideline warning. Basically what that means is when Blaze French decided to go to the Council Grove side of the field and they saw him getting along that sideline, showing off his afterburners, you probably got about 25 or 30 high school kids and coaches that were pretty excited to cheer him along the sideline that may or may not have got close to him, encourage him to run faster. So
I'm assuming an official was touched. Usually that's if that official on that side starts to move down the sideline and somebody's blocking his progress as the play goes down the sidelines, you will get the sideline warning. So I'm assuming the exuberance caused it.
It's going to be a handoff along that right side. Does that number 21?
21, Andrus.
Andrus coming in. And Jason, I hate to steal your thunder, but you might have got a little insider information that he might be getting some touches.
Yeah, I think Andrus has shown in some limited snaps an ability to really run hard inside, sees the field pretty well, and I was looking for Cooper to get, more carries than usual moving forward, and he's kind of worked his way into that being one of those go-to backs, and he's able to get the 2-point conversion there. So score moves to 14-0. 8:05 to go, first quarter, and Braves will bring their kick team back out. Looks like Lincoln Sherwood's back out there to kick off for the Braves.
Set back deep for the Central Heights Vikings here on the near side is number 17, Bones. And on the number 14, the far side, Colt King. Middle up back is Max Christian.
I apologize. Lincoln's not going to kick it. He is on the kickoff team, but it looks like it'll be Bremer.
So a little bit of a
Bremer
What are we
can't
doing?
decide where he wants to kick it from.
Carter's got it. There we go. I'm wondering if he's getting direction from the coaching staff. Carter wanted to kick it from the middle. Coaching staff said, no, we want the near side hash. Carter's like, no, I want to go back to the middle. I think he wore a spot in the grass down.
He
going
might
back and
have.
forth.
He might have.
All right, here we go. Sophomore Carter Bremer set to kick off. Braves leading it. It's a little over 8 to play here in the first quarter. Was able to pooch one forward, bounding, and good job there by Central Heights to get on that. I don't know if that was an intentional onside or just a pooch it to give up, or so you don't give up the big return.
Well,
but
Carter's been known to kick it deep. He's been known to do the little pooch kick, and he executed at Mission Valley. He executed the onside to perfection out of the locker room. So we've seen him do a lot of things in the special teams, as well as make extra points. So more and more valuable all the time.
All right, so here is the challenge for this drive, Jason. This is the no penalty flag challenge. We're going to see if Central Heights can put together a good drive here, get their confidence going, and there's going to be a penalty-free drive. But there seems like there's quite a bit of discussion, and it's hard. By the way, Jason and I's eyes aren't the greatest in the world. And the pink flags, when they hit the ground, I'm used to looking for yellow, still used to the pink. So we're going to have a no pink laundry on the field challenge here for the next couple minutes. All right, here we go. Central Heights double tight formation, one split to the far side. Bones calls out the numbers. It's going to be an inside handoff, and he is dropped and dumped immediately just as soon as he was able to get the ball. Gage Piney stopped immediately. First man there looked like Hutch again,
Yeah,
wasn't it?
Hutch is making a living. I think Gunner is occupying a double team over there, and Hutch is kind of having his way at the nose guard position right now, getting into the backfield. And no flag on the play. So step one.
And step two, the defensive line doing a great job of getting push up front with that tackle by Hutch and student body. It will be a 3-yard loss, going to bring up second down and 13. Under center is Bones. Got a man in motion. That is King. He settles in the slot position. Going to be a sweep here to Piney, and Piney gives one stiff arm. And, oh, my gosh, we're going to credit Reed Buttrey on the tackle, but I believe if you're calling it directly correct, you might have to give the tackle on Sawyer Thackeray. Looked like he might have had more of a hit on him than Reed did.
Yeah, and David McTackles came in with Reed to clean that thing up and force him back another couple yards there. Brings up third and 15.
Calling it 3rd and 16 on the scoreboard. Clock rewinding here nearing the 6:30 mark. Central Heights trying to get something going here on the offensive side of the ball. Be kind of curious to see. They did throw it on the last third down. Twins to the far side. Bones calling out the signal, and I believe we're going to have a
delay game
on Central Heights. So those are kind of debatable, and a lot of times if you watch college or NFL, they give the delay a game penalty to the quarterback on that situation. But at the high school level, and again, I don't know their coach. Sure, he's a great guy, but I always have thought at the high school and even the college level, I always blame the coaching staff or the offensive coordinator for delay of game penalties because they didn't get the play in on time.
Didn't get it in time, and it's tough when you don't have a play clock on the field
to
know
see it.
To whether you need to speed that up.
Same formation, got a man in motion, 3-step drop. He's looking deep, and it is going to be almost caught. Good, well defended there by Seamers. But one thing I'd like to see Seamers do, Jason, is he turned his head quick and found the ball, but he never did quite get his feet set to come back to it, and they almost completed that.
Yeah, it very well could have been completed. Seamers did a nice job of staying on top of him. He didn't let him get deeper than him, but turning your head, finding the ball, and being able to go high point that and knock it down, the receiver had the best angle at the ball.
Bones is able to get the punt away, goes off the side of his foot and goes straight up in the air at the 50. It's going to take a Cancer Grove roll, and it will be land anyway on the basically on the Central Heights side of the 50 at about the 47-yard line. So great field position for Council Grove.
Blaze French having a huge effect on the game right there because I believe that was angled on purpose.
Yep.
To not allow for that return. They'd rather give him the ball right there than let Blaze catch it again.
So again, Council Grove's offense is getting pretty much anything they want here, but let's see a penalty-free drive here for the Braves. Stewart got Reed Butcher to his left. 3-step drop's going to go ahead and tuck it and run. And gets across the 45 and still on his feet to the 40, still on his feet. Luke Stewart is able to somehow along that far side wiggle his way down to almost the 20-yard line. What a run there by Luke Stewart.
Yeah, Luke almost like he was tucking behind those blockers trying to hide. Looks like playing hide and seek with the football to the far sideline and able to scamper all the way down inside the 20 to about the 18-yard line.
We're going to give unofficial a 27-yard rush for Luke Stewart, and I'd have to check my stats, but that may very well be a career-long rushing attempt for the junior quarterback, who has always been a great drop-back quarterback, finding the guys downfield, but very few times does he able to tuck it and run. There's going to be a handoff that right side. Good run there by Blaze French, is able to get out for about 5 on first down. So Council Grove getting anything they want on the offensive side of the ball, getting themselves in position here on second down.
Yep, ball spotted about the 15-yard line.
Braves.
It'll be second down and 7. Braves pretty methodical here, not speeding things up. About 5:13 to go, first quarter.
Mason Samuels, number 34, slipping size here. Whoops. And
Maddox, I don't know if Maddox decided he needed a head start or somebody made him jump. And your dreams have been dashed.
just
The pink laundry's on the field. Braves have backed themselves up 5 yards.
so it's going to go from a second down and 6 is what the scoreboard said to about second down and 11 or 12. Here's Stewart. Going to be a handoff here to the left side. Blaze French still on his feet, driving those legs, getting down inside the 10 to about the 8-yard line. That's going to be really, really close to a first down. Might be a little bit short, but good run there by Blaze French. We're going to give him about, depending upon where they spot it.
Another penalty flag on the play.
More laundry on the field. The flag's going to be wore out. He may have to get a new one.
Hey, horse collar.
First caller is the call.
Oh, I did
against the
see
Vikings.
Blaze really get twisted there and spun. Couldn't tell, obviously, from up here if it was the hand was inside.
That'll be first and
It
goal.
appears as though it was
For the Braves.
horse collar. So the Braves will be first and goal. Ball spotted about about the 4?
Yep, I believe the 4-yard line. Split backs, Reed Buttrey to the left. And we're going to be a inside handoff to Reed Buttrey, and he is met immediately. Might have been dropped for a loss. Great penetration up front there by the defensive line of the Central Heights Vikings, and they had that stopped immediately.
Number 52, Gavin McMackin in on that
Braves
stop.
trying to be a little tricky there with the running game.
Second down.
Nobody fooled on the front there, and ball's spotted maybe about the 5. He might have lost a yard.
Second goal from the 5. Stewart got Blaze Finch to his right. Going to roll out to that side, looking to pass, looking. Going to throw it all the way across the field back to Mason Samuels, wide open the corner of the end zone. Had all the momentum going to the far side, bring it way across the field through great touch. Touchdown from Luke Stewart to Mason Samuels.
Yeah,
Braves lead it.
He got all the momentum going right. He rolled out, looked back, and 34 broke open across the back of the end zone, able to get the feet down on a very catchable ball thrown by Luke Stewart there. Good pitch and catch. 4:08 to go, first quarter. Scores 20-0. Braves looking to tack on the extra point here again.
See about the hold and the spin, snap, hold, kick up, and it is
It's good.
good. right down the middle for
Extra point.
the sophomore. So the Braves lead at 21-0 here. 4:08 left to play here in quarter
Snap
number one.
looked to wobble there. That could have been last time. It might have
Yep.
it might have wobbled a little more or something, but able to handle it that time. I didn't catch who the holder was.
It was Butchery on the first one. I
Was
didn't
it?
catch.
Yeah,
see
I
who
didn't catch
was.
that one to see if it was Butchery again. But yeah, Bremer drives it straight down the middle and 21-0, 4:08 to go, first quarter. And Braves will kick it off here again.
We're going to go ahead and keep it right here. We almost did it. The penalty thing, almost.
Yeah, I mean we were close. We had one on a the horse collar, I guess, was on Central Heights, but yeah, Braves jumped off sides once, so we'll see if we can put one together here.
4:08 to play. Do you see who they got kicking this time?
Not yet. It
Stand up
appears
and turn towards me.
as though it's Bremer.
Okay. Carter set to kick off last time. Tried a little, possibly a pooch onside to drop it over the front line's head. We'll see if he decides to go deep here. Waiting for the official in the back, the referee, to give the whistle indication we're ready to go. Going to go ahead and boot this one deep, try to pin him to that sideline. King on that far side, across the 25, gets up to the 30, breaks one tackle, but great shoestring ankle tackle there by Smith Jenkins, and that return by King out to the 30-yard line, so the Braves will be able to get their defense back on the field.
Yeah, he able to make a couple guys miss there, and Saeed broke down on him, and he's not able to get past him as he gets the one foot up in the air and gets him to the ground. So with 4:02, Braves up 21-0. Central Heights looking to put something together here offensively.
Trips here to the near side. Bones has Chris John to his right. Snap. Going to be an inside handoff to Chris John, and he has absolutely nowhere to go. Reed Butchery again on the tackle.
Yep, Council Grove inching closer and closer to that line of scrimmage, playing that run game pretty well. Really not giving them anything offensively. They're losing a yard or two on every play. So be careful here of the something zone readish and throwing something over the top as the Braves are sneaking closer and closer to the line of scrimmage and really got downhill leverage playing that run game.
Yeah, basically it looks like you got 11 guys within 5 yards of the line of scrimmage. Good catch there, Jason. Here we go. It's going to be a little counter reverse on the inside, and the Braves' penetration up front is just absolutely incredible. Forward progress looks like maybe got back to that line of scrimmage, giving him about a half a yard gain. It's going to bring up third down and a short 11 here.
Lost his hat. Chris John, number 20, lost his helmet. He'll come out for a play, but third down and a short 11 here. And
again, Chase Bones, number 17, their junior quarterback, his primary and favorite target here on a third and long has been number 14, Colt King. So keep an eye on 14 on this next play. And just for Central Heights confidence, I'd like to see them get something going here. Straight drop back, ton of pressure. He's going to throw it, and it is going to be incomplete. They were going to go to Colt King here on the near side, but we do have a penalty flag in the backfield, and where that's located, that's either roughing the quarterback or a hold.
yeah, it looked like Gunner was right there, and he did get the ball away. If I had to guess, I'd say roughing.
Yep, roughing the quarterback. So
Is the call against the Braves.
So, yeah.
I can tell you, if Gunner gets back there, and he's only one step away, yeah, you better get rid of the ball quick.
And that was one thing is great job here on the coverage by Logan Stockwell defending King. The secondary did a great job of defending the pass. Just we got pressure on him. He got it early, but we just end up a little bit too much extra after the fact. First down, it's going to be a lead play on that far side. and they're trying to get it to Chris John, but that play took so long, Jason, to develop that he literally could have handed it off to Gunnar Gleason and Mason Samuels in the backfield.
Yep, 10 of the 11 were on the other side of the line of
Second and
scrimmage
15 for the Vikings.
at the handoff. So, yeah, a lot of Central Heights looking for answers here. Probably gonna have to get some motion, try to roll him out, try to do something to give him a little bit of space.
Yeah, because right now, as Jason mentioned, if as you're watching at home, Council Grove is literally committing to their running game because of where everybody's at. They literally are just hugging that line of scrimmage. Should be kind of curious to see if Central Heights adjusts. There's King in motion, and we're going to have an inside handoff, and that's Piney. Piney wiggles his way forward. He gets legs driving, tackled there by Hewitt. He's able to get forward progress for about 3 or 4. But that's going to bring up a 3rd down and a long 12.
Yep, 3rd down and 12. Found a little bit of room. Positive run, picking up 2 or 3 yards there, running along the edge. And yeah, Braves just have their ears pinned back against this run game.
It's under a minute to play here in this first quarter. Central Heights faced with a 3rd down and long. Under center is Bones. Bones going to be a pitch play here to Piney. Piney trying to get to the edge, and he's going to be shoved out of bounds by Mason Samuels. And depending upon where they spot him, it looked like that might have been a 2 or 3 yard loss. So it's going to bring up 3rd down and 15, probably something like that. Yep, that's where they spot it. So good pursuit there by Mason Samuels.
Yeah, probably going to bring out the punter here. There's about 26 seconds to go, first quarter. Blaze French thought the same thing, and now he's moving back up. Central Heights may be looking at the scoreboard and saying, if we're going to go right here.
So ball sitting on the 40-yard line, south side of the field, the Central Heights side of the field, and it looks like Central Heights' offense is out there. One split far, one split here to the near. Man in motion is King going to that far side. Snap, going to look over there to the far side, and it is going to be intended on that far side, well defended there by Caden Schmidt, and that will be incomplete. And Council Grove will get excellent field position here, leading by 21.
I think they were going back shoulder there and
Braves take over on
to the wide side of the field. Caden Schmidt with the good coverage as he got to the sideline. I think if he'd have caught it, he's still been 4 or 5 yards short of the marker. So Braves will take over here right about the 40. Looks like they're going to set the nose of the ball on the 40-yard line.
So Council Grove spreading the wealth out here after this play. We'll kind of let you know what we got going on. We got one man in the backfield behind Stewart. Stewart in the pistol. Claps his hand. It's going to be a play-action pass. Luke looking deep. Over there on that far side, wide open, is Mason Samuels. Untouched, uncovered. Touchdown, 40-yard strike. What a pitch and catch.
Yeah, that's that option route out there where he's just looking at that safety. And that time the safety must have bit outside because Mason went to the inside and ripped up the seam. And good pitch and catch, Stewart to Mason Samuels. And as we all know, Mason Samuels pretty hard to cover in coverage.
You know the crazy thing about that? I know he was uncovered, but you still got to deliver a ball 35 to 36 yards down the field, and Mason never broke stride.
Nope.
Literally just right on it. And snap, hold, and they must have figured it out because Carter Bremer's still dead center.
Yeah, that is Reed Buttrey.
That will make it 28-0 with 14 seconds left. We're going to take a quick break. You're watching Braves football on the Flint Hills Life Channel and TCT.
The Deuce.
DHC Chiropractic is helping you feel your best with services such as spinal manipulation, various forms of physiotherapy, and dry needling. Call into our office to schedule your appointment or reach out to us on Facebook. Need help navigating the real estate market? Give a local Council Grove Realty or Lakeside Property Realtor a call today. They are members of the Flint Hills Association of Realtors assisting in residential, commercial, and ag sales. Visit cglakeside.net or councilgroverealty.com and see what a local realtor can do for you. For over 100 years, Citizen State Bank has gone the extra mile for its customers, providing big bank amenities while knowing their customers by their first name.
All right, welcome back, Braves fans. 14 seconds left here in quarter number one. Everything that the Braves have been doing offensively in the pass and the run have been working to perfection. Get a little bit of a point here. We'll break in and kind of tell you about kind of spreading the wealth here. Kickoff by Bremer. It's going to check up on that far side to King. King across the 25, skips his way to the 35, and great tackle there. Is that number 5? That number 5, is that George Moscotti with the stick? Good tackle there by George.
George on the, was it George or was that 4?
It was 5.
It's really hard to see.
I believe
just
it was
so everybody
Moscotti.
knows. Kind of hard for us to see.
But Luke Stewart with passes of 27, 41, 5, and 40. Blaze French with a couple long runs, one of 21. Mason, of course, with a couple reception. Reed with a long rush of 13. He also has a reception of 27. And Logan Stockwell with a reception of 41 yards. So a lot of guys getting an opportunity here. It's going to be a lead play here to this near side to Piney, and Piney is going to be dropped by Tyler Hutchison. And Tyler Hutchison, as we head to quarter break, Tyler Hutchison, I think, might have changed his address to the Central Heights backfield.
Yeah, I would stop running it at 69 if I was. I would not run at Hutch right now, because after last week, he looks like maybe he's playing angry.
A little bit angry.
And he's living in the backfield.
We're going to go ahead and flip field, take a little bit of a break here, and bring you the second quarter. Braves lead at 28-0. You're watching Country Grove football on the Flint Hills Live channel and TCT.
The Deuce.
Stop in today at any of their 7 locations or check out their services online at extramilebank.com.
All right, welcome back, Braves fans. Getting ready to start the second quarter. Central Heights starting with a second down and 14, and just going to have quads here. 4 guys split here to the near side. Looks like Country Grove is going to bring pressure, and they are. Bones, quick pass over here to King. King is tackled immediately. What a play by Caden Schmidt. Tried a little swing pass to the wide receiver over here, and somehow Schmidt was able to shake 2 blockers and get one arm in there and rip him to the ground. What a play.
Yeah, just having one arm. I thought he was going to overrun it, and he's able to get him on the ground. But Central Heights getting the ball to the outside, you're looking for something positive, a quick hitter. But Caden Schmidt blows that up.
It's like Mason Samuel's going to leak out here to this side, maybe thinking something similar is going to be coming. 3-man rush for Country Grove. They bring a 4th, rolling out to the far side. Bones looking, dumps it, and it is caught. Caught there on that far side. First down for Central Heights across midfield.
Hey, they got him moving. That was what I was talking about. Get him outside of that pocket. Don't run the ball at 69 up the middle, and able to find a receiver wide open and get a big first down on the other side of the 50. Ball spotted about the 48.
Yeah, because if, the way that 69 Tyler Hutchins is playing, you just absolutely cannot afford to just drop straight back. And we do have a quarterback change here on this possession. We'll try to get you the quarterback here in a second. King goes in motion. It's going to be a little wide receiver counter, basically kind of like a jet sweep.
Quarterback for the Vikings, number 13, Sawyer Thackeray.
Sawyer Thackeray in at quarterback. We'll try to get you some particulars for Sawyer, but
2nd and 10.
Yeah, they
for
ran
the
that
Vikings.
towards the Braves sidelines. Kind of a flip, like Justin said. They kind of flipped it in a with a
6'2", 160-pound freshman. Big spot for the freshman, Sawyer Thackeray, your new quarterback for Central Heights. 2nd down and 11. Going to roll out here to the near side, sets his feet and dumps it off and completes a pass. And wow, I tell you what, let me wait and see what the number is.
I think it's number 8. I don't think you need to.
No, well, I was gonna say-
you're not gonna wonder who it was.
Chris John and Caden Schmidt met at the point of attack.
John had the gain of
What
4
a
on the
hit.
play.
But I tell you what,
It'll be 3rd and
bring in Sawyer Thackeray, the freshman, throwing a little spark here.
Yeah,
Central Heights got something going.
He's able to. They're able to get him on the move, complete those passes for positive yards, and allow the. And Caden Schmidt may have shook himself up a little bit, trying to shaking one of those arms. Might have gave himself a stinger.
3rd down and 6 for Central Heights, probably 4-down territory. Man in motion. Thackeray rolling here to the near side pass, and it's going to be tipped. Great hands there by Mason Samuels, getting some pressure. But right now, Central Heights did have something a little bit going. Just roll him to the near side here to the home side of the field. And just a little quick out and dump it to him. But I tell you what, excellent job by Samuels knocking that pass down.
Trying to cross those routes up, cause some confusion. And Samuels and Gunner to that side. You got a lot of height, just a lot of guys to throw over there, and Samuels able to knock that down on the edge. But Central Heights finding something here with the freshman quarterback, able to move him, and they like this formation.
Man in motion to that far side. Going to be a pitch, a little running back pitch and catch, and it will be overthrown. But the play was set up and developed well. And number 7, Hans Higby uncorked a deep ball, but just a little bit too far.
Chase Bones.
Chase Bones, the former quarterback, turned now wide receiver, but nevertheless is a turnover on Downs Country Grove ball.
Pitch it to him and let him throw it. And I tell you, French did a nice job. He didn't let him go. He was running right there with him. Ball was overthrown, but Blaze was right there with him. And Central Heights gives it up on downs. Nose of the ball on the 40, so Braves will have some work to do here. Got to go 60 yards to the end zone.
One split far side, Smith Jenkins. One split here to the near side, Grady Kepley. Stewart claps his hands. Pitch there to the far side. Blaze French gets across the line of scrimmage and is still on his feet, hurdled over a guy at the 50 to the 45, and they're going to call him out of bounds right at the 40-yard line. So goes from the 40 to the 40, and if my math is correct, that's a 20-yard gain on first down.
Yeah, for on first down, 20-yard scamper, and the blocking out there was incredible. There was a hat on a hat out there on that edge. I know Mason Samuels made a big block and sprung him to the sideline, so Braves pick up first down.
One split it here, near size Kepley. Going to be another handoff, and that's Andrews. Andrews driving and running. What a run by Cooper Andrews. And I tell you what, Jason, you can definitely see why. That kid hits the hole at 9,000 miles an hour when he hits it, and it literally, at the point of contact, would have yards after contact.
He
Cooper
doesn't
Andrews,
tiptoe. He does
No.
not tiptoe to the line looking to see. He has good vision to know where he's going, and when he gets there in a hurry. And Cooper Andrews kind of worked himself into that spot, getting more and more carries all the time.
Going to be another carry along this far side, and legs keep driving out across the 30. It's going to be really close to a first down, and they're going to give it to him. Is that Andrews again?
Yep, Andrews again picks up the first down, so Braves will get a new set of downs. Ball sitting just inside the 30-yard line.
A little bit of a hurry up here. Twins to the far side, twins to the near side. Empty backfield for Stewart. Stewart claps his hands. Quick pass here to Grady Kepley. Shakes one tackle, spins off another tackle, and is able to spin himself forward inside the 25 down to the 23. Little Grady Kepley, a little shifty there.
He is.
Is able to pick up 7.
Into the screen game. Braves throwing it all over the yard, trying to keep everybody off balance with this, and now they're going to go fast.
Empty backfield again. Inside receiver is number 12, Easton Stows, the freshman, getting some reps here. Quick pass over there on that far side, and that's one of those situations. Saeed saw a lot of green grass. I see a seam right down the hash. I'm going to go score, but oh my gosh, I forgot one most important thing.
I got to take.
I forgot the football.
Take the football with me.
Yeah.
And we've seen Saeed break that for big yards a couple times. Great little comebacker screen that and we'll probably go back to that play at some point because I'm pretty sure he would have scored.
Going to bring up 3rd down and 4 for the Braves. Reed Buttrey in the backfield now. Going to be a handoff. Blaze French tries to bounce it around the outside, does. Spins down. What a tough tackle down at the 20. Big-time tackle there by number 13, Sawyer Thackeray, the freshman. I tell you what, just looking at number 13, just physically, that kid don't look like a freshman.
No, he's not. He's not playing like a freshman either.
No, he's not. And I tell you what, if you're a Central Heights fan, family member, friend, whatever you want to call it, you should be pretty excited about number 13 moving forward. That kid is look like they're going to have fun with that kid for the next 3.5 years.
Yeah, he might get bigger, and he's
know.
already stepped in playing quarterback in this game, and he's got a pretty big role defensively.
We're going to have a officials timeout.
They're going to measure here.
Okay, we're going to be 4th down. They have 1 on the scoreboard, and obviously I've mentioned our lack there of Air Force pilot eyes, but then we also got a tough angle here looking across. I don't know.
Yeah, it's really hard to tell if the nose of the ball is at the 20.
Ooh, it looks like the chain's a little short, Jason. Maybe not.
It's first down.
The chain is short by a couple lengths, and it'll be a first down for the Braves at the 20.
Not by much.
And officially in the red zone. So, again, Council Grove offensive coordinator Butch Hayes really spreading it around. Multiple wide receivers getting in the action. Andrews has gotten a few carries. Reed Buttrey's a few carries. Blaze French a few carries. Luke Stewart was able to rip off a big, huge, long run on his own, and multiple guys with passes. Here we go. It's going to be a play-action pass. Stewart looking deep over there in the corner. Grady Kepley, and it is caught. Did he get both feet in? Yes. Touchdown. 20-yard touchdown pass from Luke Stewart to Feller Jr., Grady Kepley. Good to see Grady get going again. Been kind of quiet here lately.
He's able to shuffle those feet real quick and keep them in. Great pitch and catch. And Luke looks like some of the timing coming back to him. He played his first game last week after coming off the collarbone injury, and looks like getting some of the timing back, feeling good about the routes, and a lot of pitching and catching out there, and Grady able to shuffle those feet for 6. So it'll be 34, looking to tack on 1 for 35.
Snap, hold, kick up, and it is no good. Wide left. We're going to take a quick break. 7:41 left to go. Braves lead it 34-0. We're watching Braves football on the Flint Hills Live channel and TCT.
The Deuce.
At Becura Family Automotive, we've got you covered. Whether it's an oil change, a tire alignment, or engine repairs, with years of experience, the team knows how to keep you safely on the road. And if you are ever in need of a tow, just give them a call, 620-767-6947. Alcogen is a global leader in developing and providing high-performance specialty materials designed to positively impact the environment. If you're looking for an inspiring and exciting career as part of a team who is passionate about its mission, work, customers, and the communities, contact us today, 620-767-5119, or apply online at www.alcogen.com/careers. Adams Home Store has been family-owned and operated since 1969. They offer construction services for custom homes, outbuildings, boat docks, and more. Adams carries supplies for farmers and ranchers and has a big inventory of grilling, boating, and camping accessories. Located at 203 East Main in Council Grove, go Braves!
All right, welcome back, Braves fans. Set to kick off. Sophomore Carter Bremer. Bones and King set to receive this kickoff, and it is Littlemore Booth there is going to push King back to about the 20. across the 25 to the 30, tripped up, is able to stumble forward. Going to give him forward progress to about the 34-yard line, far hash. So see what Central Heights decides to do here, if they're going to go with the freshman quarterback, Sawyer Thackeray. But to be honest with you, Jason, he gave him a little spark there in the
Yeah,
offense.
he's starting to find a little something with the quick passing game, moving the quarterback a little bit, see if they try to throw some wrinkles at Council Grove here. They keep overloading this near side, and
It's like empty backfield for Thackeray. Going to have a man in motion is Chris John, and Thackeray's going to call his own number, but he just got introduced to number 78, Gunnar Gleason.
Gunnar Gleason. Yeah, you're not. I don't know that the quarterback draw is going to work real well with the amount of penetration Council Grove's getting up front with their 3-down linemen over there, and trying to spread us out a little bit, but Gunnar obviously stayed home and blew that play up in the backfield, so loss of 1, second down and 11, 7:04, clock winding.
So Thackeray, roll here to the near side, pass comes to King. King breaks one tackle, breaks another tackle, but the way that Council Grove is able to pursue the football, Seamer's first one there, but I tell you what, it's just one of those deals where Central Heights found something that's been working for them, but once they overload that side, Jason, with 4 guys, we kind of cheat a few.
Yeah, we're cheating over there now, and now the screen is just getting you have 6 guys pursuing the football over there, so
See what their offensive coordinator and coach decide to do here on a 3rd down and 11, clock nearing the 6-minute mark. Looks like Bones is back in at quarterback, and at center is going to be a pitch over there on the far side. Piney is going to be dropped for a loss clear inside. See where they spot him, but
it's Reed Buttrey, and Reed got off of that block pretty well. Looks like it was holding on that edge. I think the penalty is going to be declined.
yeah, because when they spot the ball, it was going to be probably a 5-6 yard loss, decline. So that's going to bring up 4th down and probably about 17 for Central Heights. Clock stopped at 6:02.
Yeah,
So
Blaze French is shifting back. It looks like he's planning on them punting, and it looks like they will.
Number 17, Bones, will check in here to punt. He will have his heels on about 15-yard line. Step in, is able to get the punt away. And there it Blench at about the 40, across the 50, sets his feet, decides to reverse field, go to the far side. Blaze switches arms, back across the 50, 45, and down at about the 41-yard line.
He ran a half mile. Blaze just
I-
ran an 800, and there was a flag on the other side, and he didn't know it was there. I believe it's going to be a block in the back over there. We'll see.
I'll be honest with you. I don't think I've ever in my entire life the last 5 years that we've done this, said Blaze gets across, or any player gets across the 50, reverses field, goes back across the 50 on the same play.
Yeah. Goes to the complete other side of the field, starts to work his way up. Central Heights able to make are they picking it up?
Inadvertent flag. They thought they saw something that they thought they saw, but they didn't actually see it, so it will be 1st and 10.
It was thrown in the area of where the only thing I could come up with was a block in the back to that other side as the play started to reverse, but they picked that one up.
42-yard line, inside handoff. Andries rumbling, stumbling, dragging defenders clear out to the 34-yard line. Really close to a 1st down. We'll have to see when they spot it. And it's going to be 9-yard gain for Andries. So Andries, as he's came into the ball game, run of 7, run of 6, run of 6, run of 9. When you start doing math and averages.
Pretty good average.
Yeah.
Pretty good average with the football, and we knew we might see him a little more tonight, and he's running hard.
2nd down and short for the Braves. Stewart, handoff along that left side. Andrews trying to pick and find his way forward. Is able to get it clear inside the 25-yard line. first down. We'll have to wait and see when they spot it for absolute certainty.
Number 54, Landon Lichtai.
And again, there's another 9, ripped off another 9-yard gain for Andrews. So Andrews got a little something going here. Clock will wind here once they set the clock, and they will at the 5-minute mark.
Reed Buttrey leading him out there, and he just tucked right in behind his blocker, and he just goes.
One split here to the near side, far side. Andrews again bouncing off tacklers and is spun and flung backwards, but not before he's able to get down to about the 21-yard line. Going to give him forward progress.
That was French.
That was French, I'm sorry.
Yep.
Higby
Yep.
and Chris John in on that
Hard to
stop.
see a little
So
bit
a loss on the
here
play.
sometimes, but yeah, that was Blaze French on the carry. Yeah.
Hey, I can see.
Yeah, I'm trying to move to the other side of the camera here.
All right. No, what are you apologizing for? You're not going to move the Camry. Camry? You got a Toyota? 5-step drop. Stewart looking on that far side, and it was intended over there to Jenkins.
Third down,
Just not quite on the same page. Went with a little in route over there on that far side. Wasn't able to connect, so it's going to bring up 3rd down and 8.
Looks like the timing was just a touch off. He was trying to throw that so it was there as soon as he turned out of that route and not able to hook up. So it'll bring up 3rd and long, 3rd and 8, 4:07 to go. Clock stopped here.
Ball on the 22-yard line. 5-step drop for Stewart. Looking, flushed out of the pocket. He looks like he's going to tuck it and run. Breaks one tackle, does have first down, and runs over defender. Able to pick up first down, and then we're going to have a penalty flag. Is that a late hit out of bounds, you think, Jason?
I'm not sure. It might be on the quarterback.
69,
Unnecessary roughness on number 2?
On number 2, I'm not sure. I'm not sure who initiated contact first outside over there.
But Luke decided to deliver a blow there, so we kind of going to let's give him about 12, and they are marking it off.
Yeah.
So
looked
late
like,
hit out of bounds, so half the distance to the goal line. You're going to have to help me out with the angles. Does that look like about the 7-yard line, Jason?
Yeah, it's about the 7. Looks like Luke split out wide. Reed Buttrey in at quarterback. He's got Blaze French in the backfield with him, and
Reed claps his hands, going to be a zone read keeper. About stumbles and falls, and he is into the end zone for a touchdown, but we've got a penalty flag late thrown by the referee, and it's going to be holding on Council Grove. So it was 1st and goal from the, let's call it 7. Now it will probably be 1st and goal from about the 17. So I don't know if what I have to do. Mindy was knocking on wood. Maybe I need to get a rabbit's foot, or what's the other 4-leaf clover? Need to find some. We need to find a mascot like the Royals had that praying mantis, that rally mantis.
Yeah,
we need to find something up here to change the mojo when it comes to penalty flags.
usually when we have a tray of Rice Krispie treats, it changes the mojo.
I'm just going to have to make some and bring some.
Yeah.
And maybe it will be the anti-flag Rice Krispie treats. All right, empty backfield for Buttrey. Trips here to the near side. Twins to the far side. Buttrey claps his hands. 3-step drop. Looking. He's got a man open, and it is Mason Samuels across the 10. Spin. Good tackle. Was able to get down to the 5-yard line. Good tackle there on the far side, but Mason Samuels, again, tough to get down. Good pitch and catch from Reed Buttrey to Mason Samuels.
Yeah, Mason's hard. It's hard to get him on the ground. They do a nice job there. I thought he was looking to take on the next defender there, and they were able to get him to the boundary. So Mason's having a pretty big night. 2 touchdown receptions already.
Reed Buttrey back. Reed back at the running back slot position. Stewart, handoff, Blaze French, finds a seam, bounces off one tackle, keeps those legs driving, and I don't think he got in. Good finishing tackle there by Central Heights. Chris John on the stick, but wow.
Official put his foot down at about the 6-inch line.
6-inch line, so
Yeah.
got 3rd down.
He had a good look at it. I didn't think he got in either. Looked like they had him stuffed right before the goal line, but it is literally the nose of the ball right outside of the line.
So we've scored 5 touchdowns in the first half by multiple different players. Who's going to get in the red zone? And Reed Buttrey's going to just do the tush push, and we've got a signal touchdown for the Braves. So a little 6-inch touchdown run for Reed Buttrey. Extra point is incoming. 2:37 left to play.
Did that look exactly like the Eagles, or was that close?
Well, didn't see anybody behind Reed pushing him in.
I didn't see both our guards jump off sides.
Yeah, exactly. Or were they lined up off sides?
Yeah, lined up off sides and jump off sides before the ball's snapped. To do it the proper way the Eagles do, you have to jump off sides.
And it's never called. All right, here's the extra point. Snap, hold, kick, up, and it is blocked. So the smoothness of the snap, hold, spin, laces out, kick hasn't been
2.5 minutes left. In
terribly consistent.
I mean, you're not that worried about it because Dornbos will be back next week. Bradley's the regular holder. You do see some continuity issues. I don't know if they get to practice that a lot with Carter because he's a dual sport athlete. I think he has maybe one night besides Friday with the football team. So maybe to be expected a little bit, the timing of that and getting it spun and Bremer's probably getting him a chances to get laces out and get the football turned. So that's just that extra bit of time that you're not used to if you're the holder, that's allowing them to get in there. Now they've had a couple really clean ones, and he's been able to get the ball up and straight down the middle, but had a couple blocked here. But it does bring it to 40-0, 2:37 on the clock to go till halftime. And the Braves will kick it off once again. See what they do with this special teams. They've done something a little different with a lot of these kickoffs. Lincoln Sherwood kicked one low straight down the middle, tried to drive it towards the back line. Carter Bremer has pooch kicked it. He's kicked it deep. He's done several different things in this kicking game. So we'll see. It looks like Bremer is lined up to kick it. He's going to place it this time in the middle of the field. Or is he on the left hash?
I think he's on the far hash.
Oh, he is on the far hash. Okay.
Trying to maybe pin him to that sideline. Bremer kicks it a little bit deep here. It's going to check up. Picked up by King. Across the 30, and he's going to be met immediately. And good drive there by King. He's able to get out. Get out. We'll wait and see where they spot him. Just short of the 35-yard line. And do you know who ended up calling that timeout in the first quarter? Because I was trying to figure out if
I think it was Council Grove.
Council Grove called it, so they have 2. So Central Heights has all 3 of their timeouts remaining. So they have an opportunity to maybe get a little drive going down here in this second quarter. Try to get you who the quarterback is. I believe it is Thackeray, the freshman. Twins to the far side. Going to be a a pitch play to Piney. Piney tries to get back to the original line of scrimmage, and he is absolutely leveled, but he's leveled when he was way out of bounds, so we're going to have a late hit out of bounds.
I think that's at least 2 yards he was out before he was hit. Goes into the chain gang a little bit, and that's probably going to give him a first down on the late hit out of bounds, and that'll get the drive started here. Clock stop, 2:23. They'll mark this off. Braves had unbelievable pursuit. I don't think it was necessary to hit anybody near the sideline over there, but
it was good to see Piney number 6 came running off to the field and looks like he's no worse for wear because he got hit.
Yeah,
and it was way late and way out of bounds. And those are some things with the score the way that it is. Those are some plays you just honestly they're unnecessary.
Yeah, not necessary to be. If he's still got his feet in bounds, I'm all for being aggressive, but
looks like it's going to be a handoff. And that looks like that will be number 20, Chris John, on the carry. And that will bring up a loss on the play.
Half of the Braves' student body in on the tackle. I saw Hutch come out of there, Caden Schmidt come out of there, Buttry come out of there. Not sure who hit him first.
Clock winding here, nearing the 150 mark. I apologize, Jason. I'm going to sneak over here. 2 split here to the near side. 1 split to the far side. Freshman Thackeray gets a snap, and looks like we're going to have a whistle early. Might have had a little bit of movement up front.
Looked like Gunner got a pretty good head start. And you can't let 78 unabated to the quarterback, but I'll tell you what, this game has made his ankle feel better, I think.
Yep. So you've got a late hit out of bounds, a false start, and
False start was
not false start, offsides on the Braves. So that will move it to about 2nd down and about 7 for Central Heights.
Clock winds, minute and a half.
Twins here to the near side, 1 split to the far side. Snap, roll back, and that is Bones. Bones looking over the middle, and it is intercepted by David McDiffett. So Council Grove will get the ball back with 1:13 left to play. The pass, and is there another penalty flag?
pass intercepted.
Yep, another penalty flag right at the line of scrimmage.
On the play.
Yeah, I'm not sure what this one would be. Obviously, if it's a hold on the offense, it will be declined. They're talking about it over here. David McDiffett intercepted the ball and was down immediately. 1:13 to play here. Braves may have turned it over. We'll get the call from the White Hat here.
And he has been busy. Personal foul on the defense.
Personal foul called against the Braves.
So we're not exactly sure. There's no description to that. Not if it was a personal foul, if that is saying magic words. We didn't get a description if it was a late hit on the quarterback or what exactly it was. But since there wasn't an indication of what it was, you kind of got to assume that it was probably
roughing the passer.
Okay.
I would guess that he hit him as he was throwing it, and that could have caused some of the issue with the errant throw, but at any rate, it will.
Ladies and gentlemen, time is running out for you to purchase a 50-50 raffle
They'll
ticket.
back the Braves up after assessing the penalty. I'm going to assume this will give Central Heights a first down.
So based on where it occurred at about the 45, this could push them clear to the 30. So you take away a interception and you add a personal foul. So you had a late hit out of bounds, which is a personal foul, 15 yards. You had a personal foul, that's 30 yards. And then you had an offsides penalty, which is 5.
Central Heights going to have this in the red zone here in a minute.
35 yards and penalties on 3 out of the last 4 plays is not exactly how you draw it up when you're ahead like this.
No, Coach Reddick won't be ecstatic about all the penalties. And, you know, guys are excited. They got their ears pinned back. They're playing hard, but you've got to clean that up.
It's like Thackeray is back in at quarterback, the freshman under center. And we're going to have movement up front, and we're going to have another penalty flag. And
Gunner trying to time it up, got a little antsy there, and yeah,
Encroachment is the
we're
call.
working our way towards the 20, towards the red zone. Minute 12 on the clock here, and Braves have given about 40 yards now in penalties on this drive, and
whee! Rice Krispies, Rice Krispies.
yeah, Rice Krispie treats, Rice Krispie treats.
First down and 5 for Central Heights. Ball will be just outside the 25-yard line. Clock is stopped at the 1:12 mark. And again, Central Heights is probably going to start preserving clock here if they decide to keep it in bounds or don't go with the pass. Tell you what, they would love to figure out a way to get in the end zone. High snap, and there's going to be passes intended over there on that far side. I believe that was King. And number 17, Bones, came back in at quarterback. Incomplete pass, but
Second down, Vikings.
it is – was that almost a backwards pass?
It was close. I think it was forward. Blaze French closed on it quickly. He was right there as the ball went by him. So, yeah, the clock stops again here. Relatively quick outplay. It only took about 3 seconds and brings up second down and 4.
All right, here we go. Twins here to the near side. One split to the far side. Bones has a running back to his right. Piney claps his hands. 5-step drop, gets his feet set, throw it over the middle, and it is, I believe, caught. Well defended there by Easton Stoza, freshman. And it will be completed to number 7. That will be Hans Higbee on the reception. And then we're going to have a penalty flag that just literally got thrown. And we're going to have a dead ball, personal foul on Council Grove, and that will be half the distance to the goal after the play. At some point in time, and again, this is just me, my personal opinion, that if in normal situations, that would be 55 yards in penalties in the last 6 or 7 plays. You almost have to call timeout and just walk out there and just have one of those there meetings to calm the troops down a little bit.
Exactly. Yeah, I understand. I understand you are playing angry after last week a little bit, and you've got your ears pinned back, but all the penalties, you got to be aware and you got to listen for the whistle, because apparently we're playing past the whistle and getting hits on the quarterback that are completely unnecessary.
Going to be Bones looking in the corner of the end zone, and it is going to be tipped, almost caught on the rebound, but I believe we're going to have another penalty, which is going to be pass interference, which at this point kind of gotten to be, I don't know, broken record, redundant, whatever you want to say. But for a team that has played as well as they have, this is something that you just can't do.
Yeah, this will be used as a coaching video.
Yep.
Probably with Keisha on what not to do.
Exactly.
An officiating training video. Braves. Now the ball pushed to the 5-yard line, 34 seconds to go.
Still first down.
And I thought there was a chance we were going to get another call in the backfield as he threw it. And Braves got to keep the laundry off the field here.
Bones under center. Calls out the signals. Tried to go with a quarterback sneak. Is able to push himself forward. And is that a touchdown? It is. So number 17, Chase Bones, gets into the end zone, and Central Heights got a little bit of a feel-good moment here, is able to get themselves a touchdown here in the first half.
Yep, they get on the board, 40-6, 28 seconds to go. That drive, about a minute of that. They worked the clock really well with the penalties. Not a lot of time going off the clock, and about 65, 70 yards worth of penalties, and they finish it off with the 5-yard run. Going for 2 here.
Going for 2, and it is caught and into the end zone for a 2-point conversion, and that will be number 20, Chris John, with a 2-point conversion, and that will give them 8. So with 28 seconds left, Braves 40, Central Heights 8. We're going to take a quick break. You're watching Braves football on the Flint Hills Live channel and TCT.
The Deuce.
Together with veterans in Morris County, Kansas, hopes to enlist rural veterans and their local partners to join forces to reduce veteran and civilian suicides in their communities. To learn more, join their Facebook group. Please remember, help is always near. It's okay not to be okay. The Tire Shop north of Council Grove is your one-stop shop for all your vehicle's maintenance needs, offering tire and oil services for cars, trucks, tractors, and even ATVs. With hundreds of tires in stock, the Tire Shop is here for you.
All right, welcome back, Braves fans. And if you were tuning in late, Braves lead at 40-8. spreading the wealth around offensively. Defensively, done a great job. But the one kind of red flag, coincidentally pink flag tonight, is the penalty flags that are really plaguing the Braves. Just situations where we don't want to speculate, but there's just some things that you just don't like to see with a team that's performing as well as they are. And again, tuning in late, Braves did receive the opening kick, so Central Heights will get it after halftime. So be kind of curious to see what the Braves decide to do here. Here on offensively, they're going to try to do a little bit of make a situation happen. It almost looks like the kicker is set up for an onside there to that far side.
Looks like it.
Kind of wait and see what happens. And it is an onside kick that doesn't go 10 yards, but Council Grove does go ahead and dive on it, which is a gamble if you don't get it, because what happens is, Jason, that only ran off a second, maybe, and Council Grove has the ball on Central Heights' side of the field at the 42-yard line with the kid can really throw the football.
Yeah, and maybe with a vendetta against the striped shirts. I don't know. I don't know what was going on in the last possession defensively, but Braves line up here with 27 seconds, a couple timeouts in their pocket, and they may look to score.
Twins far side, Twins near side. Stewart looking to pass, looking, plenty of time. Great job by the offensive line. Still moving. Just decides to duck it out of bounds and live to fight another day with 18 seconds left. Did lose a couple on that play, but good coverage downfield by Central Heights.
Yep, Luke looking to throw it to the end zone, I believe. He wanted all of it if he could find somebody.
And pending who called that one lone timeout, there early in, I'd say midway through the first quarter, Council Grove at least has two. So it's going to bring up second down and about 12 with 18 seconds left. Again, plenty of time here to maybe work it down the field. Penalty flag, go to Grady Kepley. Grady Kepley tries to break one tackle but doesn't. Inside the 40 down to the 36. We're going to have a timeout on the field, but we'll have to wait and see what the penalty flag is. And if I'm putting money on it where that flag's at, it's probably going to be holding on Council Grove.
Yeah, and I was watching Gunner on that play, put his hands inside. If this is on Gunner, he may have said a couple magic words at some point to maybe draw some attention to himself, because sure didn't look like holding.
He touched his shoulder.
Penalty against the Braves.
Almost like that was if you put it on his head, is ineligible man downfield or illegal touching, but that wouldn't make any sense. But he hit his shoulder, so nevertheless, it was another penalty flag on the Braves, so we'll wait and mark it off here, which I believe is going to be a 5-yard variety. So it's going to bring up second down. We're going to call it about 17, 11 seconds left. So maybe you do a quick hitter to try to get it closer. I know Stewart's got a heck of an arm, but maybe a quick out to make it manageable. And with about 5 seconds left, you try to Hail Mary here at the end of the end zone.
Maybe.
Stewart, 3-step drop, looking, down to 5 seconds. Decides to tuck it and run. Runs into a guy, but he's going to tuck it and run. He's going to run out of time. And he is going to be thrown out of bounds. And that could have drawn a flag when he was out of bounds, but that will be halftime. And I tell you what, the Council Grove fans, players, coaching staff, Central Heights, everybody that's here and probably watching at home are probably glad that half is over with, because we may have set a record for the most penalty flags thrown and the penalty yards accepted in a high school football game.
Yeah, I believe the White Hat is having rotator cuff problems from pulling the flag. I think he's injured just from throwing that flag. So yeah, a lot of explaining. Council Grove players asking a few questions, but yeah, a lot of things to talk about and clean up.
We're going to go ahead and take a quick break. On the positive side, the Braves put up 40 points in that first half. We're going to take a break. When we come back, we'll get you some unofficial stats and get you set for the second half. You're watching Braves football on the Flint Hills Live channel on TCT.
The Deuce.
Matt Palmquist with Whitetail Properties is part of an expert team focused on Kansas land sales with local knowledge and national reach.